One type of activity that we have not talked about having in your class is an offline activity. An offline activity is something that students will do not on their iPad, not on a computer, but it would be done somewhere else in the classroom. For example, if you wanted to list a quiz that they've got coming up that's going to be done in the classroom, not with any electronic devices, you can list it in Moodle, or a test, or something of that nature, where they're going to actually hand in something physically to you instead of virtually through the computer system. The reason you would want to do that is that just gives the students the ability to see everything in one location as far as what's due and the due dates for all items. So at this time we're going to walk through doing that. First of all, we have to enter our course and be sure that we turn editing on. And notice that once you turn editing on, you have all of the icons here. Now as we scroll down to actually the adding activities section is where we want to put this at. Notice that the two drop downs that were in the previous version of Moodle have been moved, and now you simply have one plus sign here, add an activity or resource. So I'm going to tap that and then choose offline activity, and it tells you a little bit about this activity right here, and I tap add. Now I can enter a name for the assignment, and we have to have the description there as well. That is not seen by most people, but it does have to be there. Customarily, unless I have something specific to put there, I'll put in the same name there. And then you have an available date and a due date. The due date being the most important one. What day is this in-class activity going to be? I'm going to list it as being due on the 17th, and the time that it is listed here as well. Put it at 10:25, assuming that's the beginning of my class there. The rest of this it should be okay for you. I get in the habit of putting no grade for everything. And remember, we've talked about in an earlier one that if this activity is for only one section of your class, you can say available for group members only, and then in grouping here you should have some choices and you can choose which group that you want. In my class I only have one group, so I'm not going to check that, and I'll tap save and return to course. Now once I do that, I should come back to the course, creating, adding activities, and you notice at the bottom there's an in-class quiz listed now. So now this shows up here, so if the students are looking at this, they see that, but also if you notice over here on the calendar, the date, the 17th, is highlighted, and if I hover over it, it lists in-class quiz. So by looking at the calendar, they know what they've got coming up, and also when they first log in, they'll see that. Notice we also have it listed in upcoming events down here. Anything that's coming up will be listed there for the next few days.